my god, are you always on the go and like doing spontaneous things?
It scares me to be still. It's terrifying, yeah.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Don't you?
I will always find it funny how after Debbie said it was terrifying for her to be still, she literally just moved. She started moving. I will literally always find that funny. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Annoying Black Boy, and in today's video, I just wanted to talk about Debbie Ryan because I remembered how she became literally a meme during the pandemic, and it was such a fun time back then. So yeah, I just want to talk about this. And I really like talking about things in regards to pop culture on this channel, or just things I like talking about whatever just I find interesting. So if any of that sounds appealing to you, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, if you subscribe, we become besties, and I have a parasocial relationship with my subscribers. So wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want to be like besties with me? Come on. But with all that being said, let's just get into the video because this is going to be a very fun one. And also, if you notice me looking down, don't mind me because I'm just trying to remember all my notes and stuff. So yeah, don't mind me if I happen to look down. Deborah Ann Ryan, aka Debbie Ryan, is an American actress and singer who was born on May 13th, 1993, so she literally just celebrated a birthday. She is most known for her roles as Bailey Pickett on The Sweet Life on Deck, Jessie Prescott on Jessie, Pletty Bladell in the Netflix show Insatiable, which was a very controversial show during its run from 2018 to 2019. And she also starred in a movie called Radio Rebel, which we'll get into in a second. Trust and Believe. Before having her acting debut on television, she acted in commercials and theater plays, and her first acting debut gig was actually on the show Barney and Friends alongside Madison Pettis, who was also a Disney Channel star. And that was all the way in 2006. But her actual big break was getting the role of Bailey Pickett on The Sweet Life on Deck. That was after Disney Channel's nationwide search for new acting talents. Now, she is currently married to Josh Dunn, who is a drummer and one half of the band 21 Pilots, and they have been married ever since December 31st, 2019. So, literally, the end of this year will make it 5 years. Now, very shortly, I just want to talk about her early life just so you get this idea of what she was like as a person growing up. So Debbie was born in Huntsville, Alabama, and she also has a brother. Her mother is a teacher that also participated in school plays, which makes sense to why Debbie probably wanted to get into acting at a very early age because her mother was very involved in that environment. Her dad was a civilian consultant to the US military, which meant that her family moved around a lot, especially around Europe. And they lived in Germany until she was 10. And apparently she's fluent in German, and I remember this because there was this one episode where her character Jessie was studying for some kind of German exam. So yeah, that just perfectly makes sense that she would know German. And quick fun fact, she's also left-handed just like me. She started performing professionally in theater stages at age 7 on an American base in Germany, and she attended both German public schools and American public schools throughout her childhood years. But then her family and her moved back to America and they settled in Texas. Now I want to talk about the movie Radio Rebel, the scene where the meme comes from, and the iconic Debbie Ryan air tuck. Yeah, let's get into it. Radio Rebel is a 2012 teen drama television film. It's a Disney Channel original movie, and it's so 2012. You can literally tell based off the clothing, the way they edited the movie, it literally screams 2012, just like Pitch Perfect does. But okay, I digress. And the movie is actually based off this novel called Shrinking Violet, which I didn't know until researching for this video. And it premiered in the US on February 17th, 2012. Basically, the movie is about this very shy girl who has this secret radio show, and nobody knows that the shy girl, her name is Tara. Nobody knows that it's actually her hosting the show because the host of the popular radio show is also anonymous. So Yeah, and it's about all the shenanigans she gets into, like trying to keep that secret from people from the school and her friends and like stuff like that. You know, think Hannah Montana, but like less cool. And I do have to say, like watching this movie as a kid, it was like fine and whatever, because like you're a kid and you don't know any better. Like the acting was something, and yeah, you thought everything was fine. But like when you grow up, you start and you're an adult now, and you kind of like think about that movie. You kind of realize it's one of those movies where it's like so ridiculous and so stupid. It's actually funny in a sense. Yeah, like literally just watch this one scene that was literally in the movie. So like I said, even though it's a ridiculous ass movie, it was still so much fun to watch, and I kind of feel like nostalgic for it. But the actual scene where the meme takes place, it's actually at near the end of the movie. The context of the scene. So Tara, Debbie's character, she's at the school dance, like everyone's at the school dance, and her crush, like the boy she has a crush on in the movie, he's like up on the stage playing with his band, he's playing guitar, he's singing, he looks so hot and cool and sexy, and Tara, she's like around the front area, and then she's all like nervous because it's her crush, and then she literally just goes like I'll show you like the scene, not the scene, but like the actual meme itself, but then she goes like, I, I'm sorry, I can't do it as well as she does. It's like so funny because it's like it's so like unintentionally funny. It wasn't supposed to be funny, but the fact that like 8 years later, this this ear tuck it became a meme. It's iconic. I don't know what you want me to say. It's like Debbie Ryan. She did what she needed to do. Rent was due. Bills needed to be paid. There was an eviction notice on the door. She ate with that scene. I'm sorry, and we got a very fun meme out of it too. So what do you want me to say? So yeah, like I said, 8 years later, the meme just became it resurfaced on the internet, and it just became viral. Yeah. So now in this section of the video, I want to talk about 2020, the pandemic, and Debbie Ryan becoming memeified. So imagine this. We're still in the early stages of the pandemic. We're all locked in our houses. We can't go anywhere. Like everything on the outside world is still like on restriction. And you're just, since you have nothing to do, you're just doom scrolling on your phone on TikTok. And then all of a sudden you see this come up on your For You page. When I say this meme, this the Debbie Ryan ear tech, when I say it was everywhere, I mean it was everywhere. It was on TikTok, it was on YouTube, it was on Twitter. It was taking over the entire internet. And a lot of people they were doing their own little variations of it. It was truly a moment. You just had to be there. And I don't really know the origins of how this like just like resurfaced and became like popular, like a popular meme. But my theory is either one or two things. Either one, like someone was just bored in their house and then they for some reason they decided to watch Radio Rebel like on their own time and then they just thought that was so hilarious, or maybe someone was like in their house and like they were watching Disney Channel for whatever reason and that movie popped up and they're like, hey, that's meme material, let me just post this on the internet. All I know is somebody posted this meme on the internet and then next thing you know it's literally trending, it's everywhere. Also since the internet was already on this Debbie Ryan craze like out of nowhere, people suddenly went back to her old interviews, like some clips from her old interviews resurfaced, and I'm gonna show you some examples of those. And I already showed you some examples like in the cold open, but yeah, I'm gonna show you like a couple more examples so you get the idea of like how awkward this girl is. But I mean that lightheartedly. I find this girl so funny, like without even trying. So this is an appreciation post. This is not a This is not a hate video. Like, let's get that straight right now. I love Debby Ryan. She is literally so funny, and she seems like so down to earth and just so nice. But like, the girl is awkward, which is okay because I'm awkward too, as you can probably tell from watching this video.
I wanted to make, my one thing was I went into the Disney Channel building and I sat down with the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is. Catching them in my mouth. My friend was like trying to do it and was like, can you do it? And I was like, oh. And it was awesome. I was a beast and I was very proud of myself.
So yeah, that was a brief history on the memeification of Debby Ryan. Some of my final thoughts in conclusion to the Debby Ryan ear tuck meme and just her being a meme in general. I thought this was a very fun time. I can't believe this was like literally 4 years ago. Like, we're in 2024 now and this was 2020. Like, that's actually insane. But I thought this was a fun, lighthearted meme. Like, no one got hurt out of it. Like, it was just fun. Like, it was cute. It was a moment. And I also love how Debby Ryan, she was able to kind of poke fun out of herself. Because even like when she used to like post on TikTok and she had her like own account and stuff, even she did this like kind of video where it was like she was dressing up as some of her like inspirations, as some of her like past characters. Like, I think she did Bailey. I think she probably did Patty from Insatiable. Oh yeah, and talking about Insatiable, like, since I said that was like a very controversial, like, show, I kind of low-key want to make a video about that show because all the stuff about that, because I actually did watch the show. So if you want a video on that, like, just let me know. I'll probably just end up doing a video on it anyway, but let me know if you want a video on that. But getting back on topic, yeah, it was just, I love how, in the video she was like doing outfit inspos from her past characters, and even at the end of the video she did the iconic Debby Ryan ear tuck. I just love how she was just poking fun at herself, and she didn't take it too seriously. Like, it wasn't like, she was hurt by it. It was just a fun little meme joke. But yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you consider subscribing. I hope you subscribe, like, share, comment. If you really did enjoy this video, consider following me on my socials, and even consider listening to my podcast. I have two. One is called Everything is Weird, where I literally talk about everything that I find weird or fascinating, cool or not cool. And I have this second podcast. It's called 10-Minute Feelings, where I try to explain my feelings in less than 10 minutes. So yeah, I hope you check out all of my socials and my podcast, and I hope you subscribe. And I really hope you enjoyed this video because I had so much fun making it. And yeah, that's it. Peace out. Peace out.
Sad. Ecstatic. Confused. What's your best WTF face? I like your subtle movements. They're very great. Your serious face. It's your normal face. Your disgusted face. Sarcastic. How about fear? That's how she looks whenever I interview her. All right.